When I found out about the residency, having grown up around here, I knew that the Wittenham Clumps is literally clay underneath, so I thought it would be really exciting to have that opportunity to ask if I could dig up a little bit of clay and test fire it in the kiln and just see what happens.
Yes.
I take very little, to be honest, because the clay that I'm using is for decoration. So what I do is I literally find a bit of soil that looks like it's got clay underneath, and just dig up a box full, take it home, soak it in some water, and then any bits of grass and things kind of sort of float to the top and you can scoop them off. Pick out any big stones and then just run it through a fine sieve, and then you get a slip at the end, which is like a really silky clay that you can paint with. The slip is something that has been used as a pottery technique for hundreds of years, and the Romans used to use it to decorate their pots, so it's great. I love it. You can paint with it, you can drizzle it on, you can draw back through it to reveal the pale clay underneath, and so I think I've got a range of about 4 or 5 colours from different areas around the Earth Trust. Because I love wildlife and I like keeping diaries and a record of things that I've seen, I started to just explore the site and take note of all the wildlife that I saw, and then make a visual diary, so paint using the inks the wildlife that I've seen, and then from those drawings and those experiences, the most memorable ones kind of catch my attention, and I start to build little clay maquettes, so small sculptures, and then I might settle on a species that I think lends itself really well to the clay, so I've become a little bit obsessed with the great crested newts here. They have such fantastic texture in their skin and some really surprising colours, and so they have become a bit of a focus for me. I've taken the idea of using the clay from Earth Trust and creating our own little Wittenham Clumps, so a bit like I'm sort of doing here. We start by making a pinch pot out of the clay, and that's going to be our clump, and then on top of that it's all about textures, it's about exploring, playing with the clay, and focusing on a wildlife species, or even just using the clay, pressing it into leaves that have come from around the site, tree bark, rolling your own little logs, and creating your own little clump. And the idea is that we will then have an exhibition with everybody's clumps all together in one big clump, and it will just be a little snapshot into people's experiences.